So you know something? I remember reading a comment in one of my videos on SYSBM, and I'm just paraphrasing here. One of the commenters in my comment box was like, "Well, these SYSBM folks, they have wives and everything," and it got me thinking. All right, you have the notable ones that have wives and girlfriends. Yet they're not really advocating relationships. They're more talking about, well, brothers, be free, find a Stargate, go overseas, do this, do that. But as I take a critical look at their videos, they're not talking about relationships. Hell, you barely hear them talking about their own relationships or marriages. Why is that? Now, I watch non SYSBM videos, and I'm gonna drop some names here. I occasionally watch Andre and Andrea, and they talk about international, interracial relationships and everything. And unlike other people, and they are very open and very candid about their relationships, and they pretty much tell you what they go through and how to meet somebody international and abroad. And as I go back to the SYSBM folks, I really don't hear them talking about that. I mean, most of their videos are just filled with disdain and vitriol for the Scraggle Daggle or the big booty bimbo, that you really don't hear any of the women that they want to escape to. So, at least with a person like an Andre or an Andrea, you hear and you get to see their relationship, and they tell you how to get a relationship. But if you go to an SYSBM channel, there's no such thing. It's just, oh, we need to get away from these women, and oh, these sympathizers with the Scraggle Daggle, the Maggle Daggle, they don't really get it. They're trying to stop you. And okay, but hear me out here. You guys found your Stargate. You guys, some of you married your Stargate, and you away from the Matrix. So now that you're away from the Matrix and you have a relationship and things are solidified, why aren't you educating any of these young brothers on relationships? Why aren't you telling them about your own relationship? I think you guys are selling yourselves short by just showing all the gloss but no meat to the sandwich. Come on, man. You know, don't present like a Dagwood. And when I get around to eating a Dagwood sub, all there is just lettuce and mayonnaise. When you advertise that there was gonna be some beef and cheese in this doesn't make any sense, man. So I'm just saying, if you guys are married and happy, show that. And I understand that you guys have concerns about doxing and everything. I'm just saying, show it and talk about it from a safe and neutral distance. Don't really get into it, but you guys do your audience a disservice by not really getting into these details or saying to these your viewers or your subs that they should have these relationships, because all I really hear about is just flings, flings, flings. I don't really hear about no relationships here. Now, I go to Andre and Andrea's channel, I get more dish, I get more substance. I go to a Yuri Bruce channel, and he's a brother that's married to a Filipina chick. He talks about what it's like in the Philippines and the culture of the Philippines and what it's like to be married to a Filipina chick. And the Filipina chick that he's married to, she goes into what it's like to be married to a black American. So you get a mixture. You get it, you know, 2 points of views and everything. A more enriching viewpoint on a subject matter. Whereas an SYSBM channel is just filled with hate and vitriol. And I understand, some of these girls really drove you nuts and got on your nerves and do a lot of these ratchet things. I get it. But after a while, it's okay. We understand that this Scraggle Daggle isn't going to change her ways. She's going to be who she's going to be. But let's talk about the woman that you are with now and how she is. And my criticism with y'all is you guys just want to show the highlight reels of this chick. You don't really want to tell the complete picture of what it's like to be with a non-Scraggle Daggle, what it's like to be with this foreign chick and everything. Because I'm sure that that foreign chick has her bad days as well. And I'm sure it's probably a challenge for whatever chick that you're with that is not a non-Scraggle Daggle to adapt to your culture or your way of life like it is for you to adapt to hers. So why isn't this talked about or discussed? That is my question. So as I wrap this up, brothers, something. It's good and everything to go to these different exotic locales and have your fling and deal with this chick and that chick. But seriously, if you really want to get past the fling stage and you want a relationship with one of these chicks and you want to maintain one, then my advice to you is to go to these channels that have brothers like yourself in relationships with a person in these countries so you can get a feel for how it's like to be in a relationship with them. And this goes back to my previous spiel that I always emphasize in most of my editorials. Your mileage may vary. So you could get with a chick from the Philippines and Thailand. You may not have the best experience with her. But you probably will get with a person from the Dominican Republic and you guys will click and not miss a beat. Just like somebody will, that's with a black chick and he has nothing but the best experience with her because he can relate to her more and she can relate to him. So keep that in mind, brothers. Your mileage may vary. But the overall picture is if you're going to go to these countries and look for a potential mate in one of these countries, go to a channel where you see a cat that's been in a relationship with one of these women in the country that you're in and watch their videos. Hell, even contact them and develop correspondence with them. So when you get to those countries, you could probably meet up with them, and who knows, that person could probably introduce you to somebody cool that you can end up being in a relationship with and possibly marrying and having kids. So those are some things to keep in mind. Anyway, that is my op-ed on Love SYSBM Style, subtitled Looking for Love in All the Wrong Countries. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. One love.